C30 then. This old guitar was my escape. Never dreamed it'd lead you my way. Your soul's a reflection of mine. You showed up in perfect time. You're my reason why. Like a harmony you melt right in. You set me on fire. Baby, you're my ride or die.
That was Ride or Die, Leavin Pagetown. That was their last release, which was actually their first release, if I remember right. Ride or Die.
Yeah.
How are you doing today?
Really
we
good.
are fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm a little bit irritated with Facebook, but that's normal.
It happens.
The normal Facebook.
Right? It was like, we're live. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Speaking of live, the last time you heard that live on the station, you guys were like taking a float trip or something, right?
Yeah.
We were, yes. We have a creek that goes through the back of our land, and it leads to the Rum River. And it's been really rainy here. We had a really rainy spring and summer. So the creek was high. So we took the kayaks from the creek and we went down. There was a couple spots where Tony had to get out and walk.
I was dragging bottom a few times.
It was a little low in a few spots, but then we made it to the river and it was perfect. And we had Texas Brew playing on our phones, and our song came on, and it was so cool because it was just so peaceful and beautiful out there. And we saw Baby Fawn right on the river bend, and it was so cool. And then our song was playing, and it was just a beautiful day. It was magical.
Yeah, that was pretty surreal. It was thank you again for doing that, for spinning it for us. So we appreciate it.
Absolutely. It's those moments that make all of the hard moments worth it, for sure.
Yeah.
I was blessed to be able to go on vacation these last couple of days, and we literally did that. Where we went up into the Broken Bow, Oklahoma area, and it's all hill country. Nice. And they had internet at the house, but it was even super spotty. So we played board games for 8 hours one day because there was no internet. And it was awesome. But we had a hot tub and living room set up on the back porch. And so we were outside watching a horror movie, go figure, and a bat flew and hit the TV.
Oh my gosh, that is funny.
That was my nature experience here recently.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say the hot tub and board game sounds like that's a good mind cleanser.
Yeah, that
get away
sounds
from
great.
the internet for a little while.
Yeah.
I can tell you that I have already, before we even went on that trip, the last couple of months, I've had to limit my screen time because most of what I do is on the internet. So I'm 8 to 12 hours a day, building websites, and I'm just staring at the screen, and the amazing, the amount of what it does to your brain is just crazy. But I also have PTSD. So I have this hypervigilance always. I cannot tell you how many times people have come up to me and asked me if I was an MMA fighter because of how I stand. I'm ready for something to come at me all the time. So, just being out there for 4 days and not having any screen time, I can't tell you the amounts of it feels like a tiny woman is squeezing my brain instead of a full-grown man. The tension that is gone is just insane, just from being out. Because we spent most of our time, at one point in the day, he was it's 105 degrees out here. And I'm so.
Oh, wow.
We were just chilling on the back porch, just listening to whatever was going on in the trees, whether that was crickets or locusts or whatever it was. It was loud.
It's good for the soul. Yeah.
It definitely is. We later saw that bat. We wondered if it was the same bat. We walked down the road a ways to the pond, and there was a bat flying around. I was well, he can fly around out here all he wants. He eats the bugs.
Oh, yeah. Get rid
Do
of
you
these.
guys-
do your job, Bat. Yeah.
Yes, please. I'm enjoying the back porch, bug free.
Nice.
You guys just released a brand new song. Like,
Yeah.
was it
Like,
Just
today?
today.
yeah, like midnight.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we did. It's called Go On and Fly. And it's a song. It's about our motto. Our motto is yes to life. We say it all the time. All of our friends and family, they know that's our motto. And to us it means seize the opportunity, take your shot.
Yeah, just or create the opportunity if you
Yeah.
if it's not there, recognize that you can create the opportunity for yourself. And
Yep.
we've just had a lot of things over our lives together and separately that make us realize how precious time is, and tomorrow's not a guarantee.
Yep.
And we wanted to put that out. That's a motto we live by. So we thought we'd try and put that into a song and
Yeah.
really feel like it expresses it well. It's our little anthem
Yeah.
to yes to life.
Yes. Yeah, we're really proud of the song. We love the way it turned out.
I am excited because this is going to be the first time I've heard it too. And I'm excited to hear the rest of it afterwards. But we will play this in the mix today at 7:00. If you guys wait, actually, we won't. Yes, we will. We will play it. Oh man. So I have these syndicated radio shows, Ion Jams. Ion Jams, absolutely love Ion Jams. The reason Ion Jams has been on for so long is they save their cue sheet in a file that works for my system. None of the other shows are saved in a file that works. So what that means is that I have to go in and individually program where he's talking, where the music starts, and itemize all of these things so that the artists get paid. And it consumes a lot of time. And, when you have an hour show, it's actually not that bad if it's in segments. I'm learning, and the settings are not perfect, but they're listed. And because the system is just, it's crazy. Like, you can only have certain amount of markers, certain amount of, like, it's been a learning process, but I've learned it. So we have at 6:00, we have Dance Time in Texas, which was voted #1 syndicated radio show. And it's a lot of fun. It does the top 10 country countdown and every week, which is awesome because, we need to have a medium between mainstream and indie artists on the station in order for people to tune in and actually stay on there. So that's exciting. And then we also have, I'm working on, and I've been meaning to do this, I'm working on getting Bill Green from CD Texas show up there. And I'm also working on getting JB Cloud from Red Dirt Proud on there. Both of them I have wanted for a very long time since I started the radio, but I had too much going on. There's always too much going on. I needed that vacation, man. Let me tell you, I'm so excited to hear this anthem, but I'm going to squeeze it in there somewhere. Cause I was going to, I have Dance Time in Texas plays at 6, and then I was going to do 7 to 11 JB.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Excellent.
So I might just start you in there right before JB's.
All right. Well, thank you. We
still have to
appreciate
program that whole show before 7:00. So that was.
Oh, you got all kinds of time.
Yeah, I do. Accountability. It will get done. I have set that goal for myself. I was going to get that done this morning, but we needed to get all the interviews and events and everything set up. So we are going to go ahead and listen to Go On and Fly.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
All right. Yes.
If you spend your days working for the night, take a step back, see what's on the other side. Make something out of nothing, if nothing's all you got.
If your back's against the wall and there's one in your way, facing choices you don't want to make, many times will you say someday?
So take that shot, say yes to life. Dream as big as Texas is wide. You might end up world away from where you thought you'd land, and that's okay. Like a tumbleweed across the plains, you never know when the winds might change. Go on and fly.
Wow. That was a deep and uplifting. Like, that song's gonna make some people think for sure, and hopefully
thank you.
it'll make them step into action. Because
Well,
man,
thank you so much.
it's so, there are so many people out there who just feel like I mean, we were talking earlier, how do you stay sane in this industry? And it's the concept of like, you know, you want to make things right, and you want, you know, you want to help people and save the world. Like, there are still a lot of us Americans that have the save the world mentality, and it's hard in the modern day world. So that song is a really good song. I feel like a lot of us, you know, are stuck between like, what do we do? Like, I know that a lot of people have just straight up given up. Like, they're just living, they're just going through the motions every single day, clocking in, clocking out, drinking beer at night, and doing the same thing the next day without any hope, any inspiration, any motivation. They don't see any light.
And I think, I mean, I think that's relatable. Just we've been in those places ourselves, and that's why, you know, that's why we've created that motto for ourselves too. And
we refuse to live that way anymore. But yeah, we've been there. It's easy to get caught up in that and just living your life on repeat. And the line, how many times will you say someday? That means a lot to us because we have so many friends who just, you know, in conversations with them, they're like, oh, you know, someday I'll do this. Someday I'll take that trip. When I retire, I'll do this. And once the kids graduate, I'll do this. And it's like, well, but you never know what's going to happen a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. You know, you might not have that chance. So just do it now and live your life while you can. It's kind of the message.
Absolutely. And I think technology has a lot to do with that too, because, you know, we're just, you know, I mean, the weather's changed. It's hot out. And it's convenient for us to just stay inside and watch TV or stay inside and be on the phone. And we have to get out. Like, you have to explore. You have to, you know, go experience nature, go on a hike, go canoeing, go do things. Yeah. You know, if you feel like you're stuck in a rut, stuck in a Groundhog's Day, and you do the same thing every day, that's why you feel like that. 100%. Do something different if you want something different. I am excited to hear the rest of that song. That's an awesome message.
Thank you so much.
Putting out into the world, and I'm excited to see where it takes you guys.
Appreciate that.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just said I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's inspiring. Like, when people write songs and all the songs have a purpose to someone. But when the song has a purpose to everyone, it makes it different.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, do you have new songs you're working on? Do you have another release expected? What do we got going on?
Yeah, we've been working hard. We've been in the studio the last, I don't know, several weeks on and off, working on some things, and we're planning a EP album release in the fall. It'll include the 2 songs we have out, and then at least 3 more new ones that we're going to put out that will include on that. And we're going to do a release in the fall, and then we are headed. We're going to work Texas as much as we can for January, February, March into April. We're hoping to tour with, or we are going to be touring with that new EP to get that out there as much as we can.
Yeah, we're really excited about that.
That is exciting. Whenever you have these milestones that you can expect and then work towards, it's having
Yes.
goals and working towards them definitely gives you something to break away from the Groundhog's Day that we all
Yeah.
seem to try to avoid. I
Yeah.
know I try to avoid it. My life is set up in the avoidance of Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
Um,
we've been super excited about the what's been happening in the studio already. There's a
Yeah.
couple songs that are just we're obviously this one that we just put out was a huge one for us, and then some of the others that as they start coming together with the instrumentation and some of the studio time, it's just there's some magic happening there. We're
Yeah.
really pumped about.
Absolutely.
I think everyone absolutely gets excited about that. I think it's kind of like, watching your child from birth to adulthood, and then when
Yeah.
when you master it, like she just got married.
Right. I agree. So Tony and I, we don't have kids, but we have said that before. Like, this is the closest thing that we have to kids, because like there was nothing before, and then like you just
Yeah.
said, now
We're-
it's
We're
now it's a
nurtur-
toddler, now it's a teenager, and it's graduating.
yeah, we're nurturing.
Yeah,
the
it's
baby. Yeah.
it's awesome. It's fun, and to watch the transitions too. Jason Jopes, we have he was part of our Texas State Songwriters Championship last year, and we actually love his music and his style. And I was like, bro, you're family. Of course I'll stick your demos on the station. So we've had his demos spinning. And then in May, he joined us again for the male songwriter celebration. And then that Monday, he went and hit the studio with his song Texas. And I got to hear a sneak peek of it. And man, the whole transition of that song, when you can definitely it's so awesome how what the things that they added to that song to make it what it
Yeah.
is now. It's crazy to see the to be able to see the comparison. And that's something that like artists, if they have websites, should be utilizing the ability to have like a subscription tier on their website to where people can subscribe monthly and you can release your demos back there, and they can establish true fans because when they hear the transition of what you've done with your work, they're going to appreciate your work more. Obviously, you don't want that for everybody, but I mean, setting your website up with that subscription option for your fans to be able to do that is definitely a good idea if you're an artist out there trying to actually monetize your music.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. Interesting concept.
Right. In today's world, we keep saying that. That's going to be the next like little hook in one of your songs. In today's world, everybody keeps talking about someday, but we're going to talk about in today's world. Like, that's why they say someday.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't have to. There are silver linings in everything, every single thing. Like, a lot of people, they're like, man, my car broke down, raw. But you know what? Your car might have broke down to save you from that traffic accident you were about to get into. You never know.
Yep.
You never know. You just gotta look. Gotta change your perception if you want to change your
outcome. Yeah.
Yeah. We couldn't agree with that more.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Okay, so any exciting stories or things you want to share?
Yeah, well, last night we had a great show last night. It was like one of those nights where it was just magic in the room. We played at a listening room, and it was just Tony and myself. It was a little place. It's a art and music place in Aiken, Minnesota. It's called San Baguida, and it was just such a great room, and it was pretty much a full room. It wasn't completely sold out, but pretty close, and it was just such a great night, just telling our stories, our songs, the stories behind the songs. There were tears at one point, a lot of laughing, and just a great crowd. And the owner, Richard, he just, he treated us so well, and he had the green room set up for us. He had snacks and an open bar, and a Nintendo, Mario.
Yeah, they had the old school Nintendo in the green rooms, which I didn't want to leave.
Yep.
You're
You're like, can we hang
That's
out
a-
in the green room for a couple more hours?
but
Right.
that's really given the, like we were just talking, the journey of the song, like you heard it from demo to the finished product, and
Mhm.
being able to play those songs like in situations like last night, the people listening are getting the absolute most raw version of it. It's just
Yeah.
us with our acoustic guitar, and it's just, yeah, they're getting the full raw part of it. And then it was cool because we played Go On and Fly last night, and we're able to tell everybody, hey, at midnight you'll be able to hear the recorded version. So
Yeah.
it was they could hear from the raw version to that all in the same night, basically, if they stayed up that late.
Right.
Right.
But
We-
we
those-
are
Those listening style rooms are so awesome. That's what we have down at Horace Hall. And it's just a completely different vibe when people care.
Oh,
absolutely
could not agree more. Yeah.
that is exactly what we'll be seeking out in
Mhm.
Texas. So we had some great experiences last year. We were actually down in like South Texas and South Padre and Port Aransas and Port Isabel, that area, for a lot of our time. And we had some of those shows that kind of morphed into a listening room. The tone was set, and it was just, it was so magical, because once you get everybody in the room on the same page, and there's just, it was, I don't know, there's no words to describe it, but the high you can't buy.
Yep.
And we were just,
Well, that says a lot about y'all as performers to be able to take a room that's not typically a listening room and turn it into a listening room to where they're paying attention to your music. It definitely says a lot.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often, but when you can get it to happen that way, it's just like, it's magic.
Yeah. And we're really looking forward to another good run in Texas, and we are seeking out those rooms, man. You guys, there's so many good rooms.
Oh yeah.
Well, we definitely have a lot of wineries down here, and they love the acoustic for sure, especially couples acoustic, because I mean, then you get the best of both worlds. You get the male and the female.
Yep, get the variety.
Yes. Yeah, we got to meet and hang out with a lot of songwriters too last year, and hit some of those just songwriter nights where we were able to hop in and sing a couple of our original tunes down in the New Braunfels area, and oh man, it was just inspiring and encouraging to keep on going and keep doing it.
Yeah, we went to Dallas Burroughs, the Redbird listening room, and Cheatham Street Warehouse, and met so many great people, and they all just welcomed us in, and they were just so kind and encouraging to us.
That's awesome. I love establishments like that. I mean, if you're in the service industry, you have to take care of your service people if you want to keep your business in the industry. And I think that a lot of people forget that, they feel like they're doing something for the artists, and it's like they wouldn't really have the place that they have if it wasn't for the music. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, it
goes care of your artists. That gets around, y'all. If you're a venue and you're out there crapping on your artists, they might not be talking about it in public, but I guarantee you that eventually you're going to feel it. Karma happens. And it's a small world, especially in the music world.
Yes, it
everyone
is.
knows each other. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Everyone works with each other, and they all know each other, or they have a friend who knows a friend, and we're all connected, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like, I mean, it's the universal language, and you guys are the keepers of the language. Like, and you kind of all, like have, I mean, different things change our brain and our processes, and you guys are kind of like all linked together, like a I mean, so you're connected through music. That's it happens.
Yes, it does. Well, last night was a perfect example of venue too. Like, we will tell everyone
Oh yeah.
how amazing that the venue treated us. It was
Yeah.
the food spread and the cocktails and Nintendo and just a cool
I think
chill
you're gonna
room.
get a few artists hitting them up just for the green room.
Well, I know
Right.
he said we can come back anytime just to go visit the green room.
Like, we'll take him up on that. It's about an hour from our house, so it's not too far. San Baguida and Aiken, Minnesota. If you're in the area.
That's nice. And you guys have beautiful country out there. Oh my goodness, I'm envious of
Yeah.
the country. I got to experience. I was like, I almost wanted to just go hug a tree this last weekend because in Texas we don't really have a lot of. I mean, we have a couple of species of trees, a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And I'm used to being in the Midwest where there's like I mean, we could breathe air up there, like there's trees up there. So I was like, oh, there's trees. And it was like the giant pine trees. So you were just like,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah,
lost
it
in
is.
the woods, not even being in the just being at the house. You were lost in the woods. It was nice.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
We live in the woods.
Yep.
We're staring out the window at a lush little forest right
Yep.
now.
We
so.
live on a dirt road in the woods, and that's the way we like it.
Well, here we go with the someday. I have been saying for 10 years, I will get back to that someday.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I gave up my ranch back in like 2011, and
Oh.
I'm ready. I think I'm ready to go back. I've had enough of
Yeah.
the city life for sure to last me
Sure,
for the
yeah.
rest of mine.
Yep.
Well, we thank you guys for hopping on here and chatting with us and telling us about your awesome experiences and journeys and listening
thank
to
you.
your new song.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for
thank
having
you.
us, and thank you for playing our song. And you've been so supportive of us. So with our first song, Ride or Die, and with this new one, Go On and Fly, we're so excited, and we appreciate that so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I forgot that we didn't have a third song to go out with.
In the fall we will. So
Yeah,
we'll have to
we'll
hop
have-
back on in the fall.
Yeah.
We'll have a few more in the fall.
Yes. Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, that's something to look forward to for sure. We are just going to cut the live feed then, I guess. Thank you guys for tuning in. Go ahead and don't forget to click on Texas Brew Radio station. You can find the direct link to our station in our bio, or you can go to texasstatesongwriters.com/Texas Brew Radio, or just texasstatesongwriters.com. There's a link to listen on there. And but if you go to the texasstatesongwriters.com/Texas Brew Radio, you'll actually find our show schedule that is going to be happening every week. Dance Time in Texas starts today at 6 p.m. and hopefully JB Cloud with Red Dirt Proud, at least part of it's going to play today at 7. So, and right at the 7 o'clock hour, you'll be able to hear the full song Go On and Fly by Leavin Pagetown. And we hope you have a great rest of your week. Tune in tomorrow. Don't tune in tomorrow. I'm not doing live for lunch tomorrow. Bye, y'all.